Bhavana, can you describe the business that you ran in Bundaberg and what sort of damage happened to it?
Our business is a travel agent, Travel Scene and Bhavana Travel. We were flooded 2 years ago. At that time, the water came into knee level. This time, we thought it would go a little bit higher, but it actually went 9.2 metres, well and truly above.
Wow. That would have been a surprise for you and many other people.
It was a shock, all right. We couldn't actually get into the shop. From Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the waters receded. So it was unimaginable damage. I have photos and video footage, but I'm in a lot of shock from what I saw and how much devastation just in my small area. And then my neighbouring businesses were all absolutely catastrophic.
And what area again was that?
Barolan Street,
yes.
Opposite Hinkler Central.
Yeah, and that's the Hinkler Central is the mall area.
Is the mall,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and okay, so business-wise, you would have been just starting to get back on your feet from the first flood.
Exactly. We were just getting back to some sort of a normalcy, and with the economic conditions of the world, I suppose, and Australia in general, we had been struggling, really struggling.
Now, there's going to be a meeting of businesses this coming Friday. What do you want to see and hear politicians say?
I want some concrete help. I don't want any pie in the sky, lots of form filling. I need some solid, ground-breaking help. I need to see this town up and running. I need to see people being able to be having confidence that they're going to be able to spend their money. I need to see where we were. We've been set back at least 5 years, if not more, at the moment.
The damage, you started talking about damage before I started recording. You said that this is almost third world conditions now.
I believe that today, as Bundaberg stands, we are in third world Australia. Because we need help to actually find our feet again. So I'm looking at the community here, not just for myself, because there are far worse people off than I am. I have at least got my home, but I'm looking at people here devastated, losing both home and businesses. It's unbelievable.
And that the shock of what the size of the challenge and the size of the devastation facing us is just now starting to settle in.
Yeah.
And the level of desperateness within the community.
You're going to see it. We can't all become Centrelink patients, you know. We've been part of the community, we want to work, we want to progress, and suddenly I'm thinking, how on earth am I going to have income to send my children to college? My immediate worry. But other people who've got, where are they going to get a house from? Where are they going to get back their lives from? You know, we're talking about elderly, we're talking about infirm, we're talking about so many dependent people in this country, and in this town.
From a business perspective, what do you think should happen to promote confidence and the solution to it? Obviously, in the short term to medium term, people are going to need government assistance to get back on their feet.
Yes, I believe. I mean, they keep talking about giving us loans and at preferential rates and the supposed sort of government help, but we have to apply for it to make. It's impossible to go through and get loans, and how are we going to pay them back if our infrastructure's not? So at the moment, I can't envisage. I need to be told what is going to be given to us. I want to be offered, you know, practical help. Practical. What sort of taxation concessions? What sort of zoning areas? What can they do to rebuild?
So, what do you think of the idea of a special economic zone, a flood recovery economic zone, where, for example, all three levels of government cooperate, where you've got federal government, state government, local government, and say, would that give you confidence, say, to go on in business if the federal government says, right, no GST for the next 2 years for this zone, or no GST for the next 5 years, or half the rate of personal taxation and business taxation, and say the state government said, right, we're going to cut fees and charges or payroll tax, and the local government said we're going to give you greatly discounted rates.
For our town, yes, that would start. That would actually start some kind of a recovery for us immediately. Yes, I feel that that would be the kind of direction that we would need to be moving into in order to put back the people who've already been affected and they're already on their knees at the moment. Yes, practical help, practical help, so that I can feel confident that tomorrow, if I go and get another space to work in, I will be able to afford it.
And how long do you think that the politicians have and the bureaucrats have to actually come out with something that's going to offer hope for the future? Because right now there's a lot of people, business owners, small business people like yourself, that will be making a decision probably in the next month whether to fold or stay.
Exactly, yes. I would suggest that the politicians really pull out their heads and think about looking at us tomorrow. Not next week, but tomorrow. Because there isn't the time frame. When you see how America was affected with its economic disaster, we don't want that happening here. We're a growing country. We need that. We need the generation of work and wealth to carry on here. And quite honestly, it's the faster that they can deal with it, the faster we'll be able to recover. Because Australians are very resilient and we believe in hard yakka.
Yes. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Nothing except that, we live in a very beautiful community in Bundaberg. It's a very unique town. Wherever I've been in Australia, I've never...
You immigrated from Africa.
Yeah, we came from Kenya.
Why did you choose Bundaberg?
Community, mate. Community. It was so special. The minute I walked in, people were friendly. The minute I walked in, I was welcomed.